Hello, very good morning. Welcome to JS Testing Academy. Welcome to the next part of video in the Core Java for Automation series. Okay, right, we saw about interfaces, we saw about abstraction, we saw about all the OOPS class, right? We saw constructor, we saw this keyword, super, right? Everything in the previous videos. Okay, in this video, we are going to see how to use file handling mechanism with the help of Java. Okay, in the automation world, right, we normally we keep our data in Excel sheet and we read it. All right, we keep our properties in separate file like config.properties, right? So we keep rather external files where we need to write a data or read a data from it. Okay, for that, right, file handling mechanism is very very important. We should able to write a file, read a file, or update a file or delete, right? So all these things, and we have to read it also. Okay, so all these things, right, with the help of Java we can do it. We can do with other languages also. In Java, right, how we are going to do, that is what we are going to learn, right, in this particular tutorial. Okay, let me create a new class called as, right, create file. Okay, so here in this right video we are going to see how to first create a file with the help of, right, Java. I'm just first adding the public static void main, the main method in Java, so that it is adds as an entry point of our execution. Okay, so I just created a simple class with create file name. Okay, let me add a file class here, file. Okay, I'm just going to create a new object here, new. Okay, next one is file. Okay, I'm going to give one file name which is going to add in the project path. Okay, example dot text file I'm going to add. Okay, so now I'm going to add semicolon here. I'm not going to use any try catch here, exception handling we'll see in the next video. Okay, I'm just going to add, right, without the try catch here. Okay, next I'm going to use an if loop. Okay, if file dot create new file. Okay, file dot create new file, okay, is there. This method checks whether new file has been created. Okay, and then right sorry then I'm going to add, right, we're going to see sysout, check whether the file is being created or not. Okay, then I'm going to give double quotes, file created. Okay, and I'm going to add, right, plus symbol, concatenation. Okay, and then I'm going to check file dot get name. It's going to get the name of the file and it's going to check with the name of the file. Okay, now I'm going to use an else loop also. If already there is a file created, what happens, right? So I'm going to print it as file already created, file already created. Okay, so I'm going to add and write throws exception here. Okay, so IO exception here I'm going to add. Okay, now I'm going to run it. Okay, see file created example dot text. If I refresh the project, see file has been created, empty file has been created now. So this is how we need to create an file in Java with the help of Java. Okay, I'm going to use file class, file equal to new file. I'm going to create an object called as file, and I'm going to give the what is a file name I need to create. Then I'm with the help of create new file, I'm going to check whether the file is there, and then with the help of get name I'm going to get the name of the file and print it. And then I'm going to see if the file is not created. If the file is already created, it's going to print file already created. Okay, if there is an empty file, it's going to create, otherwise it's going to tell there's a file has been already created. Okay, now we created a file. Suppose there's a condition we need to write a file, some text in the file. Okay, for that I'm going to create one new class, write file. Okay, and again I'm going to use public static void main. So main method, for an entry point of your execution I'm going to add this, the right, public static void main. Okay, so we created a file. With the help of file writer class, I'm going to write some data into the file. Okay, so there is a class called as file writer. Okay, writer, writer, okay, equal to new writer. Okay, then I'm going to add example text. I'm going to give which file I'm going to write it, example.txt. Okay, that's spelling mistake. X. Okay, I'm going to import the package, file writer package, file writer. Sorry, that's spelling mistake. File writer. Okay, then again I'm going to import java io package, file later, and I'm going to add the exception, io exception. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, right, I'm going to create with the help of object. Okay, writer dot write, we need to write some data, right? For that I'll give write. Okay, then I'm going to add a text here, js. Okay, testing academy. Okay, so I'm going to add this data in the file. Okay, then and I'm going to print it. Okay, sys out. Okay, then I'm going to give, okay, successfully wrote the file, or I'm going to give wrote successfully. Okay, now I'm going to close the file, right? The file should be closed here. Okay, write dot close. Okay, so sorry, writer dot close. Okay, so I'm going to use this method, close method, to close it. Okay, now I'll run this code. See, wrote successfully. If I go and open the file, JS Testing Academy has been written here. Okay, so this is how we need to write file with the help of Java. We can use this class file writer, and we can use this write method to write the pass the data in the file. Okay, and if I want to close the file, I can use it writer dot close. Okay, next one is if I want to read a file. Okay, if I want to read a file, I'll again use the public static void main, and I create right, I'll create a new class. So we have already created a file, and we wrote a file. Now we need to read the file. Okay, so for that I'll again uh, create this code. Okay, I'll copy this one. So I created a file equal to new file I created. Okay, now I'm using scanner class in Java for reading, reading a file. We use a scanner class. Okay, so I'll use the scanner class, and I'll create an object. Okay, so then, okay, so I'll create an object, then I'll give what is a file which I want to pass. Okay, read it. Okay, okay, this is from a Java util package, and I'll add the IO exception file not found also. Okay, now I'll add while loop here. Okay, while, okay, scanner dot if, right, not if, has, right, has next line. It will check whether there is any next line or not in the file. Okay, so this is going to check whether there is any next line is there in the file or not. Okay, if it is there, it will go and read it, right? For that we need to give has next line. If there is a next line, okay, go and read it. String data equal to scanner dot, okay, next line. So it will iterate till right the condition is satisfied. Okay, so next line, it will read the next line. Okay, then it will read the line. Then what happens? It will print the data. Sys out, okay, data. Okay, it's going to read the line and store it in data, and it's going to print it. Okay, data. Okay, then we need to close the scanner also. Okay, now I'll run the code. See, JS Testing Academy, it's read wrote, right? So if, for example, if I change here Salem, right, I'll run it, right, and if I read it, it's Salem, it's been updated. Okay, so this is how we can read write a file in Java. Okay, next one is, right, I need to delete a file. Okay, I need to delete a file. Okay, for that I'll create another class and I'll add the main method here. Okay, so we created, we wrote, and we read, right, and we need to delete now. For that, again, I need to create a file class here. And what file? Okay, so I'll go and give copy that and I'll paste here. Okay, now if file dot, there is one method called as delete, this deletes a file. Okay, then so it will print a message, right, sys out, okay, deleted the file. Okay, then colon, semicolon I'm giving. Okay, then I give concatenation file dot get name. Okay, then I'll give an else condition here. Okay, sys out, so it'll check for the file and delete it. If not, fail to delete it. Okay, fail to delete due to some reasons, right? It's fail to delete. Okay, so now let me run the code. Say deleted example.txt. If I refresh the project, see the file went. Okay, so this is how we can write, create, write, read and delete a file with the help of Java. So we did added, right, one is a file class, right, next one is, right, we added, for in the write file we added file writer class. For reading we added what class? Scanner class. Okay, so we added, right, all these classes, and has next line will check whether it's a next line in the file or not. Okay, so all these things are the methods and classes we use it for file handling. Okay, so continue to watch the series of videos, right? Hope this video is useful for you. Thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day. Bye. Meet you soon in the next part of it.